Hey, welcome to the weekend wrap-up, everybody. Coach here with you with the scores for this week's sheets on a Sunday night. I've got all our games in, and I got most of our scores tallied. I don't actually have my classroom scores tallied yet, but I do have the Haviland programs tallied, so I will let you guys know who won there this week. Gavin. Gavin won with 20 of the 31 points. And Jeremy for staff getting his first win of the season with an incredible 25 out of the 31 points available on the show this week. So congratulations goes out to those two. It's been a tough weekend as far as sports go for some and a good weekend for others. So let's go ahead and get into the weekend wrap-up for you guys. Starting with high school football action. We had Addison getting a huge win over Michigan Center, 62-34. This makes the Panthers 3-1 now on the season, and looking like, I don't know if it's too early to say this, that they might be in playoff contention this season. In our rivalry game, it was a close one, but Tecumseh pulls away with the victory over Adrian. 18-16 was your final score in that game. The Columbia Central Golden Eagles dropped their first loss of the season to the, what I said could not be underestimated, Blissfield Royals. The Royals get the win. 28-14 was our final score there. Britton Deerfield continuing on their roll. Britton Deerfield over Morenci, 33-14, your final in that game. In your first 3-point bonus game of the week, remember this week we had 3 3-point bonus games. Your first 3-point bonus game of the week, the Clinton Redskins remain undefeated against the Sand Creek Aggies. 34-28 was your final there. The Hudson Tigers get the victory over the Erie Mason Eagles. 38-30 was your final there. They are 2-2 on the season now. Lenawee Christian getting a huge victory over Advanced Tech Lakers. 55-0 was your final score in that game. Wow. Unfortunately, Madison Trojans fall to the Whiteford Bobcats. 42-14 was your final in that game. And the Hillsdale Hornets get the win over the Onstead Wildcats. 28-19 was your final there. Week 3 college action for our local teams saw Adrian College getting their first win of the season on homecoming. Way to go, Adrian. 32-29 in a close one. Siena Heights continuing on their winning ways as they have they beat Iowa State Ambrose 20-10 was your final in that game. Hillsdale Chargers getting the victory over the Lake Erie Storm. 34-14 was your final in that game. And that was also a homecoming game. And now for your second 3-point bonus game and the tough game on the weekend as we jump into week 4 of the rest of our college teams. As the Michigan Wolverines fall, never were even in this game at all. Not at all. Looked incredibly defeated the entire game as the Michigan Wolverines fall to the Wisconsin Badgers, 35-14. Lots and lots and lots to be said about that game, and lots of talk and stuff going on. People are getting pretty disappointed. People want answers. So it's kind of we got a divided Michigan Wolverine program right now, as there are there's actually some players venting their frustrations. Former players definitely venting their frustrations. One of the big ones being Charles Woodson. Went to he's announcer on Fox Sports now, and he had a lot to say about it. He was very disappointed in the Wolverines. I don't think we're seeing the end of the Harbaugh era, though. Don't think that's going to happen. And I'm a Michigan Wolverine fan through and through the good times and the bad. I have no clue what you can do to change this team, and I'm not going to be one to say what needs to be done. That's not my job. We have a coaching staff that does that stuff. So I stand with my Wolverines still, not just through the good times. I go through the bad times and through the ugly, and it was downright ugly this past week. So let's hope the Wolverines can battle back, because we got some big wins to get yet this season. So go blue. The East Lansing Burning Couches got back on their winning ways this week, as they got a 31-10 win over the Northwestern Wildcats. Alabama destroying Southern Mississippi Bulldogs. 49-7 was your final score in that game. The Georgia Bulldog. Oh, and this was our final 3-point bonus game of the week, the extra 3-point bonus game, as the Georgia. As the Georgia Bulldogs pull off a win over Notre Dame, 23-17. There's going to be I can tell you right now, there's going to be some big changes in the AP polls this week. I haven't seen anything about those being out yet. If they have, I missed it. But I'll update that as soon as I can, as soon as we get the information. But I know there's going to be some big changes in the AP polls this week. Let's put it this way. It's probably a decent amount of teams in the top there. Let's see. Auburn getting the victory over Texas A&M. 28-26 was your final in that game. Army taking it to Morgan St. Bears. 52-21 was the final there. The Texas Longhorns getting the win over the Oklahoma State Cowboys. 36-30 is your final score in that game. And in your late game, the Toledo Rockets getting the win over Colorado St. Rockies. 41-35 was your final in that game. Eastern Michigan getting another win over Central Connecticut Blue Devils. They are 3-1 in the season right now. 34-29. And the Syracuse Orange take it to the Western Michigan Broncos pretty badly. 52-33 was your final score in that game. NFL Week 3 action. We had the Kansas City Chiefs over the Baltimore Ravens. 33-28 was your final in that game. The Detroit Lions. This was a good game today, but you got to take into consideration that Philadelphia was playing with a whole lot of second and third string players, which it was still a good game. It didn't look like it wasn't bad. It was a good game. I'm not going to say it was a bad game. It was a good game. I watched this game, and the Philly still looked good with their backup guys. And so I'm not going to buy into this hype that the Lions are all that more, because I'm not. They've played their two big victories have come from teams that are beat up and injured right now. And they had a lot of injuries today. So, or Philadelphia had a lot of injuries today. They had a lot of new guys starting in this game. So, let's chalk up another victory for our Lions. But at the same time, I've been told they have Kansas City next week, and that's definitely going to be a loss. 27-24 was your final there, so it was even a close score with that. And then your game that just got over with, our final, New Orleans without Drew Brees, still get the victory over the Seattle Seahawks. 33-27 was your final in that game. Wow. Who would have seen that one coming? All right, and your NASCAR winners this week. We had Martin Truex Jr., number 1. Kyle Busch, my guy, number 2. And Danny Hamlin, number 3. If you had one of those 3 guys, then you earned a point. Oh, I see Travis is watching the show right now. Hey, Travis, on Facebook Live. I did go over who won in the beginning from your guys' classrooms. Came close to getting a 3-peat, but Jeremy stepped ahead of you. He got 25 out of 31 points, and Gavin got 20 points out of 31 points this week. So those were your winners out of the Trenton Hills group. All right, well, that's all I have for you guys right now. And we're getting very close to kick off for the Browns and the Rams. I'm sure people are going to want to watch that and not pay attention to me. So we're going to keep it kind of short tonight. With that being said, that is the end of the weekend wrap-up for you guys. Stay tuned again for the live version of the show, and we'll see you again later in the week, guys. I hope everybody has a great week. We'll catch you back here again real soon. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone, and I'll talk to you all later.